I'm going to show you how to get your homework from GitHub, and through GitHub Classroom that I'm using for the class, you'll be able to clone the assignment as an individual repository to your computer and create a project in RStudio, work on it, and then submit it back through GitHub. So let me walk you through those steps. You'll want to copy the link of the homework from Blackboard and paste the URL into your browser. Then it's going to ask you to log into GitHub Classroom. I'm going to use a student address that I just created with some name, password, no. All right. So it's going to create the repository. It's accepted that. It's creating the repository, importing the code. And that means it's copying it from the classroom to your GitHub account. And now it's available. So there's I guess it's in my organization of PM579 for the class. And here is your private, so each student is going to have a separate homework directory created for them. So you're going to want to clone this directory to RStudio on your machine. So we'll do that by clicking on this green box and then hitting this to the clipboard, saving to the clipboard this URL, going into RStudio this time. Now RStudio for me is just in my plain directory of where I started. I'm going to start under File. I'm going to create a new project. And I'm going to select version control and Git. And now I'm going to paste the directory name that I just copied from GitHub. So there's the URL. It's going to create that project name on my directory, and I use a subdirectory called GitHub, but you can store these whichever subfolder you'd like to use. I'm going to create that project. And now it's importing the code for the homework into a project on your machine. So now that project is going to open. And you'll see the environment for that project. Okay, here we go. The files are here. So here's the homework folder. Here's the data that you'll be looking at. So your homework will involve reading in some files in different text formats. If you double click on the homework RMD, or Markdown file, it'll open here on the left. So here's the homework text that you'll work through. You can slide this, make the window a little bigger. So follow the directions. The first thing I'll do is I'll just show you what it looks like to make a change. So for your name, I'm going to type in the SuperDog06 and save the change. So I've made a change to the file. Say I've done the homework. There's some other questions you're going to have to answer as part of this homework. Hit the deadline. You'll want to knit the file to create the HTML output report file. If you can do PDFs also. It involves installing some other software, but anyone can do HTML without that extra software installed. So that's fine. Whichever you prefer. Shouldn't take that long. It's not that big of a file, but I guess it is reading in those data sets. They were small. There's all the progress, and sort of follow along with how far it's getting. And now you'll start to see it's creating files on the right, the output here. So there's my HTML file, and here it comes. It opens automatically. Okay, so here's homework 1, my name, the learning objectives, and you'll see the homework. So this HTML file, I'm asking you to please submit to me back through Blackboard. But the code I would like submitted through GitHub. So let's see how we do that. I'm going to go up to this top file, and I'm going to go under this top window and type on this tab that says Git. And here's my homework, and it's been changed. So I'm going to click this box under staged, and I'm going to say commit. That means I want to commit these changes back to the GitHub repository. So it's going to pull up, it's going to show me what changes I've made to the file. It'll pull it up so I know everything. I'm going to leave a little message that just tells me what changes I made. So I'm going to say changed name, just as a reminder when you update your files. Exactly that. What were the changes? So I'm going to commit this. So that's the first step. Okay, that was done, but you're not done yet. It's not back on the website yet till you do one more step, which is going to this arrow here and saying push. You got to push it back. Now it's going to talk back with that master and submit the file with the changes back to the website. And it's done. So now I can close that window, close this one, and let's go check out the website and see what it looks like where those changes have occurred. Okay, so here's, let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Here's the homework. This was the original. If I, click this button just so I refresh the page, now it's going to tell me the homework has, here's the changes I made. That was my commit comment. I changed my name and it was updated 1 minute ago. So now the homework has been submitted through GitHub, and as the instructor, I will have received an email telling me that it's already done. So don't stop there. Like I say, please do go back, get your HTML, submit it through Blackboard, and then you'll be done with homework 1. Thanks a lot.